Good morning, and as it is morning for me, I'm not sure when you will watch this, so as some say, good day, good evening. November the 12th, 2024. I made a few notes. It's the day following Veterans Day, and my hat's off to the many veterans that have served our country, and for those that lost loved ones serving our country, my hat's off to you. As I went to a service yesterday, I felt led by the Lord to go, and I have a small sound system, and it's a small setting, and it's a lot to, this video's not about that, but they have a war memorial, and I remember before they built it, and now, as I chose to go there, I offered my sound system and just offered to help, went and helped get chairs. 15 minutes before it started, they said, would you open and conduct the ceremony? I had carried a jacket, I had put on a nice shirt, I even had a tie in my truck, but because of the sound system, I did not wear the tie. I was able to run get my jacket, and we started the service. About 5 minutes late, we were waiting on the person that was supposed to speak, that was supposed to do what they asked me to do, to lead the Pledge of Allegiance and honor the guest. It was a great feeling. It was a great reward. I don't know the best word for it. Privilege to do such, to honor the men and women of our country. The lady that was going to do it came back in time, and she said, no, I would still like for you to do it. I have sat on several founding boards with her. She is a retired bank president for many years. Again, this small town. And my timer is set to go off. This video will shut off in under a little over 10 and a half minutes. I found as I walk this fence to my quiet spot, it is just a fence that I've been able to clean off with help of many, including the county. I'm beside a road that has one or two cars in the morning and maybe 10, 15 through the day. And I find a seashell at the base of the fence. Now this is, to me, very rare. And God uses little things in my life, just like yesterday, to share the few things I want to share. I'm at 3.5 minutes. Went to the graveyard. We're in the graveyard where this memorial is, and it's over, and the mayor's there, and I call him over there and I say, Mayor, I want to show you something, or I want to comment on something. And it is a time capsule that they buried at the bicentennial in 1976. I remember the parade of the bicentennial parade, but I did not see them bury the time capsule. This is a veteran, mind you, the mayor. He's been at this war memorial many times. He said, I have never seen that monument to be opened in a tricentennial. So 2076. Before I left there, after getting all my stuff, I was the last one to leave. I find another monument laying flat on the ground, mowing completely over. It's like a paver. But it was a marker of a colored man, meaning African American, black, whatever you want to call it. They chose to put in parentheses, colored man. Buried in what I know to be a white cemetery, but don't want to go down that road because I don't know. 150 years ago, born in 1817, I do believe, dying in 1874. And the monument was put there by his white friends. I took a picture of that, and I forego the rest of the 3 hours in the cemetery with others. Before I left town, I went to show the mayor that monument. He said, I've never seen that either. 20 foot from where he sat, 25 at the most. I think we need to open our eyes to the things around us. And whatever I did with my shell, I don't even know what I already done with it. Am I holding it in my mouth, or did I drop it, or did I show you a shell by any chance? I'll put it in my pocket. How quick we forget what we do with things. But as I've been reading, the last video I made, I talked about Malachi. But I'm in Numbers right now. Numbers chapter 22. You find where God used a donkey, an ass, to speak. Yes, in Numbers, God used a donkey to speak to Balaam. You look at Balaam and what Balaam writes, what Balaam records. First time I wrote here, first of all, we have a new president-elect. We cannot worship a man that you think is going to fix everything, put it back to normal. If it's not written in this book, the Bible, Holy Bible, this whole book of all the men and women, the events that took place to lead up to Revelation, should speak to you to get us to move to where God is leading us, not a president. I'm in the wind a little bit and I've just lost my place. Numbers 23:23, no omen against Jacob. 24, and the oracle of the man whose eyes is opened. Verse 4, and hears God. This is, I wrote the third time, but I'm wrong. That's not the third time. He goes on. Numbers 24, verse 9. Blessed is he who blesses you, and cursed is everyone who curses you. So if you have cursed me in the past, you're cursed. And if you've blessed me in the past, you're blessed. As many men and women of God. Verse 10. Have persisted in blessing them 3 times. Balaam blessed the children of Israel, Jacob, his family. With 2 minutes left, I want to read from God's Word in my New American Standard for you King James people that don't like that. Get over it. Go get your own video. Numbers 24:11. It's between pages. Therefore, flee to your place now. I said I would honor you greatly. But behold, the Lord has held you back from honor. Meaning, Balak is going to bless Balaam like he's worried. He told him already, you give me everything you got. I'll only tell you what God tells me to tell you. Balaam said to Balak, did I not tell your messengers whom you had sent to me, saying, though Balak were to give me his whole house of silver and gold, I could not do anything contrary to the command of the Lord, either good or bad, or my own according. What the Lord speaks, that I will speak. And now behold, I am going to my people. Come, and I will advise you what this people will do to you, to your people in the days to come. In verse 15, as I don't have time to read and write, there's a prophecy here. And on September the 27th of this year, a star was seen in the heavens. Many have researched it. Many have spoke about the horizon of this star. Read your word. Look at the signs of the times. God bless you. Made Like New Ministries. Waiting for this camera to shut off. I love you. If I've ever offended you, I apologize. It was not in my intent ever to offend anyone or do any harm. God says we should love our enemies, pray for our enemies, love our neighbors, and all the things that God says do.